Alright, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi y'all. Early on a Saturday morning. It's like 4:30 in the morning, I think. And got off at 10 o'clock last night. Got to be back at 7 this morning for that wonderful quarterly training meeting. All hands on deck. Going to be a little bit different today. Usually the client put these on, and we're training with the client and doing stuff. But today it's actually a company show, so we'll see how that works out. It'll be the first. I think it's going to be fine, and we'll just see how it goes. But anyway, it's early, but just how it is. So we got about a regular old day and a half go of how it's going to work out. Nothing spectacular one way or the other. But, all right, so someone was talking about I needed to tend to the old stash. All right, I tended to it, I think. Should be in good shape. Got a little bit of a sore. Hopefully we don't end up cutting the top off of it, because this morning we're going to use a two-sided thingy. And the two-sided thingy we choose is going to be the Merkur slant. I don't know the model number on it, but anyway, it's just the Merkur slant. And thanks to Mike over yonder in Lafayette, I've got the Hoffrich version of that also, but this is the actual Merkur. As y'all remember, I was wanting a Hoffrich because I thought Hoffrich was the parent company and Merkur was the, they made it. But anyway, it was the other way around. So anyway, I do have both of them, but this morning is the Merkur. We're going to use Fjne Green Vetiver this morning because I haven't used this Fjne classic shaving soap in a while. I do have a Fjne slant, the plastic, really lightweight plastic one I could have used, but for whatever reason, I decided I'm going to use the Merkur there. We're going to use our Big Maggard's mixed brush with the handle that was hand turned in Canada. And we're also using our coffee mug that came from Canada. Hey! Alright. That's going to be it. So we had a couple of days with some rain and some cool. It's still cool out there. It was long sleeve cool when I got off work last night, I'll call it. I didn't really need a jacket when I walked the doggies, but and it had sprinkled a little bit right when I got home, and I wasn't expecting any of that. I don't know where that came from, but I guess one little cloud went over the top here. And but the weekend here is supposed to be fairly pleasant. I'm going to end up working overnight shifts both days, tonight and tomorrow night. But just goes that way here lately sometime. We do have some new people coming in. They've been working with them, getting them on the day shift. They get them in on the day shift, and then they get them orientated into things and some online training stuff they do before they come over. And if we're going to put them on night shift, eventually we'll get them over and train them on what we need to do. And it's not complicated. It's all pretty much straightforward security work if you've ever done any of that kind of work. It's security is generally security. There's things that are different from site to site because of some of the requirements, specifically what they may need on that site. But typically that's how it goes. Well, I mentioned the other day that I had been a table games dealer at one time and got a couple of comments on that. People didn't know that. I didn't do it a tremendously long time. I think it was like 3 years. And I bounced around some casinos and stuff when it was over with. I was a craps dealer and a roulette dealer, and at the time, you were a craps dealer, you could pretty well go to work where you wanted to. And I was a good enough, I like to call it. At the time, I probably thought I was better than I was. And that's okay. I don't think that's much of an issue if we think we're a little bit better at something we're doing than we are. I think that's probably a good thing. I've been known to say if I didn't think I was good at or the best at what I was doing, I wouldn't show up for work. But anyway, I did that for like 3 years, bounced around some different casinos, and Louisiana, Mississippi. Started in Vicksburg, Mississippi, at what was the Rainbow. I think it's now the Lady Luck in Vicksburg, Mississippi. I dealt at a couple of casinos in Greenville, Mississippi that are no longer there. None of the casinos are in Greenville that were there. It's up. It's a land-based casino now. When I was there, everything was on the water. Lake Charles. I dealt at the Isle of Capri. The Isle of Capri used to have to sail. The riverboats down here used to have to sail, and I worked on the Isle of Capri when it actually sailed. All right, slant razor with a blade, and this is a second shave blade or third blade, but it's okay. I flipped it when I put it in this one, so it's okay. It's on a new edge. No, that really doesn't work. That was a joke, folks. Yeah. But anyway, as you can see, it's going to do a good job. I still think slant's more marketing than function. You know, the purpose of marketing is to create a market sometimes. To make you believe you need something, and then by golly, here's what you need. We got it right here. You didn't even know you needed it, but you do. And I've been told, even though I don't use the Gillette slide, never have, I've been told that using the Gillette slide pretty much duplicates the action of the slant. And with the slant, it's just already all twisted and everything. I heard the old, where folks say that the slant holds the blade tighter and you get less chatter and all this stuff. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, you know, on a non-slant razor, the chatter don't bother me any. But anyway, I think it was marketing. I'm okay with it, don't get me wrong. You know, that's part of the way the world rolls around, is the marketing and innovation, new products coming out. I've said it before. A lot of people have said it before. They came out with all the new gadgets and kept up with everything. And do they particularly work better than what came before? No. You know, before new and improved, things work pretty good too a lot of times. I guess there's some items that probably didn't work as well, but as far as razors went, I mean, grab yourself a single ring or an old, something along those lines, and see if there's any improvement really over the shave from when they came out with the new improved and that kind of stuff, tuckaways and all that. But I don't think there is. I've shaved with all those things. I think one of the little 4-piece, or is it 3-piece? 4-piece travel razors. I think you get just as good a shave out of one of them as you will out of something like this. I ain't shaved one. I'll have to show one of those off here in a while. Some people may not have seen those things. They're really neat in my book. Little open comb travel razors. I've got a couple that were German made that are fun. But, uh-oh. Wonder if I just nicked myself on the chin. I think I just got a leader. I think I felt it. Trying to do a cross the grain on the chin. I think I bit myself a little bit. It happens. No need to freak out. These things happen. So I just looked down and realized that I didn't bring the aftershave that I wanted to use in. Happens. So I've got some smells like brute. Now in the old Expedition, the Ghost I call it. I got a white Expedition, but anyway, I've got a bottle of the actual brute. Yeah, I keep a bottle of aftershave sometimes. I try to do it all the time. Sometimes it gets out, but anyway, in the vehicle in case I need to freshen up, have a cigar maybe, and need to grab a little splash there. But what I have in the truck, a lot of times I keep Aqua Velva in the truck for that. What I have right now is the other day I picked up some Brut. So anyway, we'll get that on after the shower. I did get a little bit of a weeper right there on that big old honking chin. Like I said, it happens. Nothing to freak out about. I don't know if there's really any need to try to do it across the grain on the chin. I mentioned that before, especially when you got a big old honking chin like that. But anyway, it's not going to be around very long, I don't think. You can see right there a little drop of blood, little weeper. Make sure that. I tell you what, one of the most annoying things in the world. Somehow the other day I missed one little old hair or two right there on that lip. And all night long at work. That was bugging me. But we'll take a few extra seconds there. Go back and be sure that we got that taken care of. And we do. Look at there. All cleaned up. So something else that's made me feel good the last couple of days is over the last 2 days, I've had different people in different places comment on how good my uniform looked. One of them was how good I looked in the uniform, and one of them was how good the uniform looked. And in my world, that's fairly important. When you wear a uniform for a living, you want it to look good, clean, and neat. And I've been wearing, the long sleeve shirts because the weather's been cool. A lot of times, even when the weather's warm, I'm wearing long sleeve shirts because they keep the building at work very cool, generally speaking. And so I wear a long sleeve, and it's a long sleeve white shirt, navy blue pants, black boots, gun belt, all that kind of good stuff. And I replaced some of the equipment on my gun belt that was looking kind of ratty. Specifically, I replaced my pepper spray holder because it was looking ratty. And so anyway, got to look sharp. So it kind of made me happy that a couple of people noticed and made a comment on it. Thought that was really nice. Kind of makes your day when you're working and somebody takes the time out to point out that you're doing something well. Cheers to me. All right. Well, there we go. That's today's shave. Fine soap did fine as usual. I don't know a lot of the background on Fine and that kind of stuff. As I recall, I had a Fine aftershave sample that I really liked. I don't remember which one it was right now. I'd have to look it up. And somebody sent me the Fine soap to try out. And I can't remember if this was before or after they had, I think they changed the formula a while back. But I can't remember now if this is before or after. Maybe somebody can chime in and tell me which one it was. But it works very well. Nice and slick. It's very nice aftershave. And there we go. That's what we got for today. Hope your day is going as good as mine's starting out. Get you a good cup of coffee. I went and stopped by the local grocery store because they weren't going to be open when I went to work this morning. So I stopped on the way home from work last night and picked up plenty of coffee for the meeting today. Well, they'll do it. He ain't doing it without coffee. Everybody knows. That's one thing also I'm famous for. My coffee cup goes with me just about everywhere I go at work. And then I'll set it down and walk off and have to go back and trace my steps around and find it fairly often. Often enough that people make fun of it. We were over there yesterday and I was working on had gone to help get my computer back online, and the tech guy had come out, and I stepped away for a second to speak with somebody, and I turned back around and he had my coffee cup in his hand. He said, "Oh, I was going to go hide your coffee cup." I told him, "That's all right, it's Friday. I got all weekend to get the bail money. Go ahead." They got a kick out of that. And just so you know, I don't remember if I've told this joke yet or not. Maybe I have. Maybe I haven't. What did the fisherman tell the magician? Pick a cod, any cod. And as it was pointed out by the person that actually tells that joke, if you're from Boston, That's probably not funny. All right, look, y'all have a good one, whoever y'all, wherever y'all, whatever you're doing. Go get some cod. It's good stuff. And happy shades to you.